Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody who is tuning in to this channel today with me. I hope you are having a beautiful and blessed day so far. My name is Lisa Positive Paradox. Welcome to Catalyst Spiritual Guidance. All right, so as I was clearing the energy and praying and shuffling all of my cards, the divine was telling me that some people may need assistance with how to talk to your ancestors, or how to present them with an altar so that you can have a place of meeting with them, per se. And it doesn't just have to be like your ancestors, it could be like your angels and archangels, your higher self, whatever you resonate most with, whatever calls out to you the most. Just creating a sacred space and being able to bring honor, you know what I mean, recognition and all of that to the forces, the higher forces that are, fighting your battles, be like, not behind closed doors, but behind the other side of the veil, for your ancestors, that are for your highest and greatest good. And when you do reach out to them, when you do speak to them and such, make sure that you're being very specific, like saying that you're reaching out to your ancestors that are for your highest and greatest good. And if you knew who those ancestors were, say you had like a parent or a grandparent or a great grandparent, aunt, uncle, anything like that was on this side that you knew in your lifetime, and you knew that they were on your side, they were in your corner, then if you know like the specific things that they like how they like their coffee, or like what sweet treats they liked, if they like to smoke or drink, what I usually do, and what a lot of people do when it comes to building a sacred space, or an altar, if you want to call it that, is at least having, you gotta bring a huge like gauntlet, or glass of water. You want to be able to give them hydration while they do fight those battles and stuff. And then you could do coffee, wine, whiskey, stuff like that. If you want to give them money, like if they were in like a state of poverty in their lifetime, leaving money is nice. You could even go to like the Dollar Tree or something like that and get like some cute jewelry for your grandma or something, keeping it fresh, and putting some of your favorite things on there. Now, I do say that like when you have an altar, you don't want to have it somewhere where people can just look on it and where they can walk by it and stuff like that. It's got to be something that's sacred between you and them. So in a space where people aren't just going to walk right by it or touch it or anything like that. And if you have pictures up on it, like don't take pictures of it and like send it to people, or do videos and stuff. Like I have my sacred space, but you can only see so much. Yeah, so if you take the time just to honor them, keep it fresh and updated, changing out the water at least once a week, sort of deal, stuff like that. Making coffee on a daily basis, so it's not just sitting there getting gross, because you want to acknowledge those who are fighting for you on the other side, whether you feel it or not. I know a lot of times people feel alone, but I can tell you one thing's for sure is that there's always outside forces on the other side that are fighting for us day in, day out, guiding us, teaching us, helping us learn our lessons and stuff like that. And once you start tapping into that, it makes things a lot easier to figure out like what steps you need to take on your own journey and stuff. But in the meantime, I am here to help. Anyways, let's get started. But yeah, if you like, you could put a picture of them on there, any trinkets or any cute little things they gave you, stuff like that. Like, yeah, have fun with it. And then you could like sit and pray, or just talk, or just sit and meditate and just be silent and see what comes through. Let it be an intimate time between like you and God, or your higher power, or just whatever it is you resonate with, because it's all connected. Everything is connected, my friend. All right. Holy Spirit, great Spirit, benevolent Spirit, I welcome you into this place and these spaces, and I pray that you just encompass us with your loving presence, peace that passes all understanding, and this childlike joy that's been coming through that we need to embody. God, I pray that you help us to let go of all things that are no longer serving us. I pray that you help us to be able to pull ourselves out of any funks that we might be in. God, I pray that you help us and give us the strength, courage, and confidence to be able to push through each day, each moment, each situation that we may be enduring at this time. God, I thank you for all the ways that you love on us. I thank you for all the ways that you fight for us and cover us with your protection and strength. God, I pray that you protect not just myself, but also the collective that is tapping into this at this time. And I pray that you help us to feel just at one. I love you and I thank you for everything that you do for us. And I am grateful for all the ways that you show up for us. I love you. Thank you. So be it. All right. What does the collective need to know at this time that is for their highest and greatest good, please, Spirit? Conjuring, speaking out, legacy. This could be like, the whole talking to your ancestors thing, speaking out, letting things, bringing offerings. Just as I was talking about, look at that. I don't even need these cards, man, I tell you what. So speaking out, just your presence alone can be an offering. You are the offering. You are here to set the tone for our future generations and the legacies. If you're a parent, then your children are your legacy. We are here to change the storyline and to change the narrative to what each generational lifetime gets to face, and any past situational stuff that like our ancestors might have gone through, it could have set up like cycles that even we have to face in our lifetimes, and it's just a matter of blood. So I think the baseline here is being able to bring offerings to your ancestors so they can help walk you through what it is that you need to break generationally, or just within your own life too. It doesn't have to be something that was passed down, but it could be something that you could be going through too, like cycles and breaking those and stuff like that, breaking bad habits, whatever that looks like for you. What else do they need to know? Yeah, picking up the phone, tapping in, becoming one. This is that, universal oneness, transcending, taking that space and that time to be able to connect with all things, with everything, your higher self, Mother Earth, just taking time to be able to be open and present. Yeah, enlightenment, taking time to be able to give yourself the space and the environment to be able to open up to what your highest good has in store for you, because we all have a purpose here. Not everybody knows what that purpose is, but I tell you, if you create the space to be able to figure that out, it will come to you. You just gotta be able to clear your mind and just be still and be open to receiving that communication. Yeah, to your higher self, equalizer. It will equalize things. It will bring balance and clarity. And I see this is like the nectar of life. Like it unlocks like the sweetness. Yeah. And celebration. Your ancestors want to be able to celebrate with you. Your ancestors, they might need a drink too. This offering, it's like, hey, come bring us a drink. We've been through a lot trying to help save your dumbass. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, transformation is a period of going through a massive change, and I feel like this isn't just like personally, this is collectively. There's a lot of people I've been witnessing, people that I've known for a long time that I'm on Facebook with, and I've been trying to like plant seeds and stuff. I see that those seeds are finally starting to take with some people, and it makes me really happy. But this transformation, there's a shift that needs to take place. I mean, all the planets are like what, going through retrogrades and like all these new moons and everything. It's been causing a lot of energetic changes and whatnot. So it's like, get with the program or get off the hamster wheel. Or keep staying on the hamster wheel, I guess. But yeah, guidance. Yeah, your protection is, or you are divinely guided and you will be protected. This is another ancestor card. So this is, yeah, all about the ancestors today. Bring it through. All right. And yeah, cloud meditation, look up, taking time to connect to them up in heaven, you know, whatever you want to. I personally believe that they're here, right here with us, and that, you know, there's just a difference between, yeah, you need to start showing some loyalty to them. There's just a, you know, a thin veil in between us and them that we can connect with them. It's not necessarily like they're in some faraway place that can't be reached. No, they're right here with us, guiding us all the time. And they want what's best for not just us, but the world. You know what I mean? Like, man, there's been generations, just generation after generation of just trauma and pain and lack mindset and all of these things that we don't even realize get passed down to us because it was unresolved in their generation. So anything that was unresolved in your ancestors' past and stuff like that, they'll have you go through it, you know, to see if you can pick up the lesson. They're hoping that, you know, you're the person, you're the one in the lineage that can help change things, that can help bring clarity and peace, not just to the next generations, but also to them. So if you don't have kids, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're like going through this stuff and you're like, what the heck, you know, I don't have any legacies coming after me. Like, what do I have to change? It could just be for them. Because when they're on this side, if they were going through a lot of pain and stuff like that, they carried that on to the other side with them, and they could still be living in that. And it's like, they can't change all of that. You have to be the person to be able to face, you know, whatever it is that needs that healing and needs that love and light and peace. So it's like, it's up to you. And I know that sounds like a lot, like how the heck do I even do that? But like I'm saying, you know, it takes one baby step at a time, and just being able to, yeah, this could be, I just split the deck. This could be stuff that, you know, grandmas, what is it they say? Like your grandma carried all of the eggs from each generation, you know what I mean, in her womb at one point. So it's like a passing down through the generations, but through the womb, you know what I mean? So, like, I remember hearing that at one point and just being like, whoa, the thought of my grandma having the seed of my mom and of me and my daughter all like at the same time, like, you know what I mean? It's all connected. Like, it's such a trip. The human body is so amazing. All right. What does the collective need to know that is for their highest and greatest good? What guidance do we have for them, ancestors? The Pilgrim. Ooh, this is one that I might actually read because I'm not totally, oh my gosh, whoa. I just like sitting here talking about ancestors and I'm like, the Pilgrim, I don't know what this is. And my ancestors are like, what do you mean you don't know what the Pilgrim is? Like, I'm native. So the fact that I'm like, oh, what are these? Yeah, that was kind of dumb. This could be talking about when like Christopher Columbus came over, or, you know, whatever nationality you are. Part of us is seated in like, hey, this was our land, you know what I mean, before people tried to come in and take it from us. So yeah, I'm like sensing like a lot of pain. I see there's like this chain on here. I almost thought that like the arms were wrapped and it looked like this chain was like these arms were bound, and I see like this old ancestor eye. But I'm seeing like it that's not what it is. It looks like there's just like some bangle bracelets, and I don't know if you can see that, and like a chain hanging from the neck or something like that, but or beads, but it's not, it almost looks like a monk or something. It's not, I thought it was like somebody was bound. So they could be bound from the other side. It could be something that, like a curse, or, you know what I mean? Something like that affected them and it is carried on to the other side. That's kind of profound. All right. What else do they need to know at this time, please? Ooh, 3 of them. Let's see. Passion, prayer, and the unseen. Yeah, so this is just giving your love, pouring your love into not just yourself, but, well, and when you do pour it into yourself, you're also changing the timeline for them too, because back then, I don't think they even had the means to be able to do so. You see how these colors are all really light? If you can see that, these colors are all really like pastel-y. They're not very bright. They're not very vivid. I'm getting that things were like watered down and like basically tainted for them back then. And like there's this diamond right here, but it's just half of one, and they're like reaching out to it, but they can't reach it. You know what I mean? Like it's not something they were able to get to, and they're, oh, and here it is. Like you got it right in your mouth. Like you have what it takes to be able to carry your ancestors through to a happier timeline, because the things that they faced in their past was some really rough stuff, and so they never got to see healing or happy times or anything like that. So it's like this is taking things outside of yourself. I know that sometimes we can get bogged down with everyday living and what's going on presently, but it's like, man, we have it so much better than our ancestors did back in the day, and we just need to take the time. Yeah, look at, you're the one to be able to, you know, fix things, to heal things, to be the change, you know. But yeah, they didn't have the luxuries of what we have now. I mean, yeah, it was so much tougher back then. It doesn't matter what generation you're talking about. All right, what else? Actually, I'm gonna do some of these. Let's see. What's Gaia Oracle got for us today? Also, if this does not resonate for you, please do not hold on to it. Please just release it and let somebody else be able to come along and resonate with this, or be able to have this message. And if this does resonate for you, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please help me to grow my channel. Show me some love so that I can continue to show everybody else the love that they are needing in their own lives. All right. What does the collective need to know that is for their highest and greatest good at this time, please? But yeah, so this ancestor thing, yeah, inner sanctuary. I was going to say this inner, I looked up and saw loyalty. And I'm being told with this loyalty, it's gotta be a thing where you show up every day. You can't just like show up once and be like, okay, there, I did it now, you know, what's gonna happen? Like, you can't just expect your manifestations to show up for you just because you showed up one day. It's like, it takes dedication, it takes passion, it takes, you know, you gotta chase it. You gotta work at it. Anything that's worth having in your life, anything to you, your manifestations, you know what I mean? Like if you're sitting there trying to manifest things and you want things to happen in your life and it feels like nothing's happening, it's because you need to meet them halfway. It's because they're sitting there, they've been doing all the work for you, but it's like if you're not putting in work and you're not meeting them halfway, then, you know, what good is their work? So yeah, in this inner sanctuary. So this is, you know, just paying yourself that time, taking the time out to be able to focus on tending to your own garden. I'm going to pull this loyalty card down here. And at the bottom of this deck is evolution. It says earth changes, climate change, transformation. So we got transformation out here twice. All right, what else does the collective need to know that is for their highest and greatest good at this time, please? Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So yeah, there could be some energetic cords that either you're connected to, it could be within your own family, it could be habits, it could be all sorts of things. Everything is energy. So anything that is no longer serving you, that you feel is holding you back, yeah, it says soul retrieval too. It's telling you to call back your power. And you could do so just by, you know, lighting a candle and saying, like, I call back all my power to me, and ending it with so be it sort of deal. Like, however that looks for you, put it in your own words, put your own, you know, heart and soul into it, And then at the bottom it says, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So we did not come to this world to be complacent and to just follow society's rules and everything like that, because if you pay attention to what's really going on with the government and all that stuff, I'm not here to talk politics, so don't come after me, but it's like things are kind of crazy out there, and I know that like following societal norms is the one way to be accepted, and everybody just wants to be accepted. But honestly, like, you'd be doing yourself a favor by being the person that stands out. Or if you do stand out and you feel like it's like there's something wrong with you, just know that there's nothing wrong with you. You could be the starseed of your family. You could be the black sheep, or in my case, the black wolf, where I didn't have anybody really there for me. Nobody was really consistent in my life when it came to my own family. So I had to learn how to do all of this for myself, how to, stand strong for myself, and to be okay with the fact that I was different than everybody else in my family, and that I wasn't going to be the same because that wasn't my calling. So if you feel like you're being called in a direction that no one else in your family understands or agrees with or anything like that, don't worry about it. Just focus on you. Just focus on what steps you feel you're guided to take next, and honor that for yourself, honor that for your ancestors, because they're basically living vicariously through you. And just keep pushing forward. Don't let anybody in your family, any of your friends, anything like that, tell you that you can or cannot do something. Only you and your higher guidance can actually define what that is for you. We're not all meant to be walking down the same path, because nothing will ever come. We'll just be ending up walking in circles, nothing really happening. And I feel like that's what has happened for a lot of generations before us. They were stuck in cycles, having to stay in line and follow behind the person before them, when it's like we're not all meant to be the same. Things need to change, in a spiritual sense, in a earthly sense. Like, it's time for things to get shaken up a little bit. So don't be afraid to be that person that shakes things up. I know it can be kind of scary sometimes, but just keep going, one step ahead of the other. You can do it. I've been doing it. Shoot. It's not easy, but it will be worth it. It'll bring in blessings and just peace and love like you've never known, like your ancestors have never known. And we deserve that. We deserve that as a whole. That's how we get to be the change within the world, is by being the change within ourselves, within our own family, within our direct just where we are at presently on this earth, because our hearts are magnetic fields, and our magnetic fields can they can reach out to other people. So even if you just walk by somebody, you don't even realize the impact that you could be having on the strangers that you meet. Whether you shake their hands or not, you just walk by them, your energy can influence the energy of a room. You know what I mean? So it's like, be confident, be proud in who you are and where you came from, whether that was from hard times, or things were handed from you, whatever it is. Just be proud of who you are and what you have and everything that you get in front of you, because not everybody gets to be where you're at. All right. What else does the collective need to know, please? What's this? Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. That's kind of like what I was just saying. And earth pulsing, pulse of mother, slow down. Yeah, so don't be getting too frantic on, what do I need to do? What steps do I need to take? Don't overthink things. Just take time to be present and, sit and speak with your ancestors. Take time to ground yourself out in nature. Oh yeah, you see this? I never really saw this before. This girl, I've always noticed, it's really beautiful and green in the background, and these mountains and this waterfall coming down, but there's this girl. She's just laying, just being. It looks like she's made of air, you know what I mean? Just letting yourself just exist and float, and it looks like she's floating in a bunch of flowers and stuff. Just let yourself, let your mind, just let go of everything. and don't worry so much about, what needs to happen next and how do I get there. If you just sit, it will come to you. If you just sit in silence, if you honor your ancestors, the answers will come to you. You just have to get up out of your own way. You have to teach your mind how to be quiet. And I know the one thing that's really hard is rewiring the brain, but man, it's possible. Yeah, called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. It could be nerve-wracking, but you just got to take those steps and you'll be guided all along the way. All right. Let's see. I might do one of these cards and just read part of it, because apparently my phone likes to cut off videos at about 33 minutes. And we are at 25:20. Let's see. One card. I've got Pacha Kamak, Nourishment of the Soul. Let's just read a little bit of this and see what comes out. This is number 32. All right, it says, you are granted the gifts of fertility, creativity, and earthly abundance to support all needs, for nourishing body, mind, and soul, and to live your life fully and be capable of manifesting your divine purpose. Give yourself permission to be nourished. This includes your body and also providing your heart and your mind, your soul, with what they are hungry for, meaning, sweetness, divine love, and permission to be authentic. When you feed yourself with which truly nourishes you, wisely and generously, you shall become one who can also feed the world that for which it truly hungers. Ooh, I love it. All right, it says, explore and experiment with nutritional wisdom which suits your body at this time. Understand that it may change over time. Remember that caring for the needs of your body is more important and spiritually mature than trying to force your body to meet the expectations of a belief system outside of yourself. Don't starve yourself of what you need on any level of your being, including peace, solitude, love, time spent in spiritual communion, artistic expression, and nutrition. Answers are coming for your questions about all forms of nourishment, including nutrition, so do not give up when you are close to finding your way. If you have been struggling with your needs being met on some level, a blessing is given to help you into more nourishing and abundant situations in all areas of your life. All right, I am going to end it right there. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who is joining me in these videos. I hope that this healing journey is benefiting you, and I hope that you are able to make it through each moment, each day, each week. I hope that you're just feeling more and more blessed as time carries on. I pray that you are able to find all the answers that you need, and I hope that you are able to figure out how you need to pour into yourself in all the best ways possible. All right, I'm sending you love and blessings, and I hope you find peace in your day. All right, goodbye.